I just finished today a class on love and dreams, dreaming your soulmate relationship, and it was super fun. It was about the how our dreams are intuitive doorways. I wasn't able to get a class this last week. I got quite sick. However, right after that, this week I did get that class, and we had a great deal of fun about love and dreams. Now, I first met my husband in a dream. It was in a dream. And I had been by myself for a period of time. And so I decided that I wanted to have a relationship. And I'd always been someone who dreamed and dreamed a lot of times of things that were to come, like I dreamed of the town that I'm now living in. And it had all the way down to that sequoia tree, which stood right next to the library. It still stands this day, of course, and flowers in the window boxes. It was just a great dream about my town. So when I was ready to create some kind of a relationship, that's one of the things I'm most interested in, I took that to my dreams too. And I had the most interesting dream. And what was most interesting about it also is that I didn't necessarily think this was anything more than a possible person that I might meet, and certainly a very attractive man. Well, in my dream, I saw, it was very brief, and I saw this guy who was in front of a computer, just walking around in front of a computer and talking to me. He had kind of an old-fashioned shirt on, which I thought really interesting. I didn't know anybody that wore a shirt quite like that. It was long sleeved, although I knew it was the middle of June, so I even knew the time frame. And I just saw this conversation going on between this guy and myself, and he just kept walking around. And I thought that was really weird because we were actually meeting on a Skype call, and most of the time people sit still for those. So I was like, well, okay, let's see what happens of this. And then a little while later, I actually was about ready, because I'm a Spanish speaker, I was about ready to terminate my connection with this exchange that I was on, a conversation exchange I was on, because I was frustrated with the fact I was getting partners that were not showing up. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go find my own partners. I'll look for people that I think might be reliable, and I'll go with that. So I was just about ready to disconnect that profile when this guy sent me this message. And the message was just, well, how about you? Would you like to meet for a conversation? I'm from Colombia, and my name is German Ricardo Rodriguez, and I would like a conversation if you would enjoy one. Sure, sure. So we set up the date. It was a little bit before my birthday, and I remember getting on that call and just being stunned because here was somebody I'd actually seen in my dreams. And my heart started pounding really hard, and I was trying to figure out, well, how could I have seen him in my dream? It was just very strange. And I thought, well, I'm certainly not going to tell him that saw him in my dream, because he's going to think that is really weird. So I never told him, not for a very long time. However, I did dream him. And then later, as time went on, it developed into a relationship, even though I didn't necessarily think it was going that way to begin with. And that is how we progressed, and eventually he ended up moving to the United States to join me on a fiance visa. And we met 4 times and decided that we definitely were interested in continuing the relationship and moving forward into marriage. So we now been married for over 5 years, and yet to this day, the most remarkable thing is that I met him first in a dream, and the relationship was developed with ideas from my dreams. And we even created a cat together. Our first dreaming experience was we decided that together we were going to create this cat. So we took to the idea to our dreams. We had an elderly cat that had recently died, and we took the idea, well, how about we start dreaming about this cat? So we're going to dream about the cat. Since our elderly cat had died, we were just all ready for a brand new cat. And he kept seeing a cat of gold. And so I took that and the idea, well, this cat has a heart of gold, not necessarily gold color, but a heart of gold. And I kept seeing a cat of every single different color. So I was seeing many different colors of cats. And then it was like, okay, maybe this cat is all the colors together, or it doesn't matter the color. However, the cat ended up being white, which is all the colors together. And we named the cat before we ever met her Dreamily. And Dreamily is our little dream cat. She came to us and we saw the characteristics of her before we had ever met her. And so when we were going out to look for a new cat, I asked the ones that we were meeting, "Are you Dreamily?" And there was one that I just knew was, and that was the one that we brought home. Have you ever created anything, seen anything ahead of time from your dreams, a precognitive type of dream? They're not really uncommon. Let me know. Drop it in the chat box, and just drop it below in a comment section. Let me know if you've ever seen anything before that has occurred from your dreams. Dreams are highly creative. They often give us experiences. They offer us experiences that we can enjoy and take advantage of and create within our daily day-to-day lives. So let me know if you ever experienced something like that within your own dreams. It's a wonderful thing to experience and extremely exciting the first time that it happens.